Hi guys, this is Ayans Maurya and welcome to all of you in today's video. So yesterday somebody asked me in comment that bro मैं भी इंग्लिश सीखना चाहता हूँ बट मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कहाँ से स्टार्ट करूँ. That's a very interesting topic and I felt I should discuss on it. You want to start your journey of learning English, you want to learn English, you want to be fluent in English because you have understood the importance of English, how important it has become in today's time, right? But you do not know how to start, where to start, what to do about that, and that is something that is pulling you down. It is holding on to your feet and not letting you take your first few steps towards English, and that is what this video is all about. See, I do not have lots of sophisticated techniques to share with you. I will just tell you what I know and I'm telling you from my experience. So the idea is simple that if you want to learn English, if you want to be fluent in English, so the only thing that you can do right now is to start where you are. That's simple. Now there could be one more question in your head that how and from where to start. कैसे और कहाँ से स्टार्ट करें. That is also seen a major problem when somebody wants to start their journey of learning English, when they want to learn English. Okay, I'm going to give you my own example as to how I started my journey of learning English, and then I will build on this idea. And I'm gonna be very honest here, I'm not gonna lie to you. I started my journey with grammar. Because I was very stupid in grammar, I was very weak in grammar, and I wanted to improve that first because I knew that if I start my journey without grammar, without knowing some amount of knowledge of grammar, then there gonna be a lot of struggle on my way. Okay, that is why I started my journey with grammar. I focused too much on grammar earlier, but I'm not gonna suggesting you to focus too much on grammmer. I mean, if you are extremely weak in grammar, so you can focus on your grammar a little bit because it is necessary a bit in the beginning, as you have to write, you have to read, you have to listen, you have to speak. So you really need to know some amount of grammar, otherwise there gonna be a lot of struggle on your way. You would not be able to write properly, you would not be able to understand the text while reading, you would not be able to concentrate on listening whatever you would listen, you would not be able to speak, you would make too much mistakes while speaking. So you would face too much problems while doing these things, and that is why I feel that you really need to know some basic knowledge of grammar. You should have some basic knowledge of grammar. For me it was very important. I don't know about others. If you want to work on it, then you can. It's totally up to you because lots of people say that you can learn English without grammar, and I don't know how they learn. So it's up to you. Okay, but for me it was important a bit. Okay, so yeah, now let's talk about the important steps that you have to follow every single day if you want to learn English, if you want to be fluent in English. And that is something which is very important. First, reading. Second, writing. Third, listening. Fourth, speaking. And speaking is very important from all of that. Okay, so let's start with first one, that is reading. What you have to do in reading, you have to read something or the other every single day. If you like to read books, then you can read books. If you like to read English newspaper, then you can read newspaper. If English newspaper are available in your area, then you can read. And if you like to read English stories books, then you can read. That helps a lot. So whatsoever, but you have to read one page every single day, and you have to read the same page again and again for the next 30 or 40 minutes. You do not have to read too much, you have to just read one page, that is enough. Okay, but you have to read the same page again and again for the next 30 or 40 minutes, and it will help you a lot because when you read the same thing again and again, so all the words and sentences start fixing in your head. Okay, and another very important thing that you have to do while reading, and that is when you read, you have to read aloud, you have to read out loud. You do not have to read in your mouth. Okay, you have to read aloud do not think of people, what would people think, because whenever you try to learn something, when you try to do something different in your life, so people are always gonna find flaws in you. Okay, they would always mock you, they would always make fun of you, but you do not have to listen to them. You have to work on your dream and aspiration, what you have seen for yourself. Okay, so yeah, another very important thing that you have to do while reading, and that is, when you read, you find too many new words. Okay, so you just have to find out their meanings from Google, and whatever words you find interesting and you feel that it will help me to describe my daily routine, and you feel like I can use that in my daily life, so you can just write down in your diary. Not too many words, only 2 or 3 words, only 2 or 3 words, not too many words. Okay, otherwise you will forget those. If you write too many words, then you would not be able to remember those words. Okay, and again, you do not have to you do not have to memorize those words. Okay, that you just sit down and you just start memorizing those words. No, 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 you do not have to do that. You have to make sentences using those words. Okay, you have to make sentences using those words, and whenever you are practicing of your speaking, you have to use those words while speaking. Whenever you are writing, you have to use those words while writing, and that's how you can remember those words. Okay, now let's jump on to writing. What you have to do in writing, you have to write 1 page every day. Now there is a question which is always asked, that what to write. So you can write about yourself, what kind of person you are. You can write about your siblings, your parents, your aunt, your auntie, your uncle. Like, there is a lot of people whom you are surrounded with. You can write about people whom you care about. You can write about your college, your school, the things which are around you, you know. And if you are living in a city, then you see a lot of things. I mean, whatever things which you see around you, just you can write about that. You have to remember your childhood memories, whatever has happened in your past, so you can write about those things. There is a lot of things on this planet, you can write about anything. Okay, you must be watching some video on YouTube, then you can whatever you learn from that video, whatever happened in that video, you can write about that. So there is a lot of things to write. Okay, so you have to write 1 page, and it helps a lot to improve your communication skill. Okay, and it really helps for your spoken English as well. So you have to write 1 page every day. Third, listening. So what you can do in listening, whatever you like to watch on YouTube, whatever you listen on YouTube, just turn everything in English and start watching and listening everything in English. You can watch movies in English, you can listen English music, and you can watch English videos, English stories. So there is a lot of things that you can listen on YouTube, and it helps a lot, and it helps to improve your English. Okay, so you have to listen every single day one video again and again. Remember that you have to listen the same thing again and again, and that's how you get to learn a lot of things. You do not have to jump hither and thither again and again, and you have to listen a lot of things, a lot of video in one day. No, you have to listen the same video again and again, and it helps you a lot. Okay, now let's talk about speaking. What you can speak, like whatever you write, you just have to speak that. Okay, whatever you do in writing, you have to speak that, whatever you remember. And when you read, so you must be reading about something, so you have to whatever you just remember, just you have to speak about that. Whatever you listen, you just speak about that, whatever you remember. Okay, you can speak about the people whom you care about, the things which are surrounded with you. You can speak about that. There is a lot of things to speak, and I have told you in my previous video as well. You can check it out. Okay, so that's all about in the video today, guys. I hope I could help you, whoever asked this question. And yeah, and that is how everybody start their journey of learning English. and trust me, if you start following all these tips honestly and sincerely every single day, then trust me, you one day you will speak good English like me. So thank you so much for watching this video guys. To learn, take care and goodbye.